beautiful night for baseball here in Chicago. It is T-Mobile Tuesday night baseball. The Angels, after taking game one of this doubleheader, trying to make it two in a row here at U.S. Cellular Field against the White Sox. Hi, everybody, from inside the cell. We welcome you back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Kubica. I'm Victor Rojas, and in game one, we saw a fantastic pitching performance by Garrett Richards, and why not? He was 4-0 with an ERA just over 1 in the month of June. He struggled in that first inning, but boy, oh boy, did he settle down.
Yeah, Victor, he made some good adjustments. There was a lot of power on display in that game earlier today, and of course, Jose Abreu, when he got it started, that's one of the only mistakes that you mentioned Garrett Richards made during the course of the game. 3-run home run. Then Mike Trout ties it up himself with a 3-run home run. And Albert Pujols follows up that 3-run home run with a back-to-back home run to dead center field to give the Halos lead. Eventually, Josh Hamilton hits a solo shot himself. 3 home runs hit by the Angels to be able to win that game. Chicago tried to come back late, but the reality is Joe Smith got a couple ground ball outs and got through there. Big victory for the Halos. Garrett Richards, 9-2.
Yeah, picked up that 9th win, and Joe Smith picked up a save, his 8th of the season. Game 2, we'll have Jared Weaver on the hill. We're going to step away for a moment. When we return, we'll talk about playing the old adage, hey, it's a perfect day to play too.
Oh, always. Good day.
Angels Baseball is brought to you by CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers, insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By the all-new 4-door Fiat 500L. Visit fiatusa.com. And by the UPS Store, your one-stop shop for your small business needs.
Changer, one of the all-time greats. Ernie Banks loved to play too. 512 career home runs, all 19th season with the Chicago Cubs. 14-time All-Star, Hall of Famer. The Angels' first doubleheader in Chicago since 1998. An opportunity to be able to sweep the White Sox here tonight.
We are just about ready for baseball here in Chicago. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Jared Weaver going up against Scott Carroll. Sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups of the first pitch when we return. Here at U.S. Cellular Field, game 2 of this doubleheader. And when we first started this game at 4 o'clock Central Time, there was maybe a smattering of folks in attendance here. But now that we are closer to game time, past game time, of course, the original game time was slated for 7:10. With the double dip, the Angels and White Sox teeing this one up just about 35 minutes after the last out. The Angels took game 1 by the final of 8-4. That means they've picked up a half game on the Oakland Athletics. Oakland currently losing to the Tigers. That game is 3-0 at Comerica in the bottom of the 6th inning. So if Oakland loses and the Angels pick up a victory in this one, they pick up yet another game.
Yeah, it'll be a full game and a half on the day.
White Sox taking the field, and that means we'll run down the Angels starting lineup as presented by Mike Scioscia. The Angels are 46-35 with the victory in game 1 of this double dip. We'll have Cole Calhoun leading things off in right, Mike Trout in center. Albert Pujols will serve as the DH in game 2. Josh Hamilton in left, Eric Ibar short, Howie Kendrick in second. C.J. Cron gets the start at first. Hank Conger behind the plate, and Grant Green gets the start over at third base as they take on the 29-year-old right-hander native of Liberty, Missouri by the name of Scott Carroll.
Scott Carroll fastball. We'll try to keep it down as 87-92. Slider, cut fastball, curveball, and a pretty solid changeup. He has given up a lot of hits, 65 and 51 innings. And the keys against Carroll today is get into those fastball counts and elevate them, and solid swings with runners in scoring position. We saw that a number of times earlier today, especially with Chris Iannetta back up the middle producing RBI singles.
Let's take a look at the defense for the White Sox behind Carroll. De Aza, Eaton, and Viciedo from left to right. The infield has Gillespie, Ramirez, Garcia, and Dunn from third to first. Nieto is behind the plate.
And Nieto, a good young catcher, trying to settle down a young pitcher on the mound, making sure he gets his pitches in the right spot. Has thrown out a little over 14% of would-be base stealers. Very solid as far as working counts, framing pitches. Very good as far as a youngster behind the plate.
Nieto, a Rule 5 selection this past offseason out of A-ball last year in the Washington Nationals organization. He is now playing in his 28th game in the big leagues with the Chicago White Sox. Carroll, of course, a guy that made his major league debut earlier this year. That was on April 27th against the Tampa Bay Rays. Matter of fact, made 5 starts for the White Sox, then worked out of the bullpen, and then came back out the last time and worked as a starter. And that was against Toronto, in which he ended up taking the loss, giving up 5 runs on 9 hits in 5 innings of work. He's a big guy at 6'4", 215. We'll see how the Angels approach him. This is tonight's first pitch, as always, being delivered by the UPS store. Angels wore their alternate red tops in game 1. We'll go with the solid gray road unis here in game number 2. Jared Weaver, Mike Butcher, and Hank Conger just making their way in from that bullpen.
Very rarely do you see Weaver wearing that red top.
Cole ready to lead things off. Went 0 for 3 in game 1, had a couple of walks. He's average at 279 now. The first one is in for a strike. That's James Hoy calling the balls and strikes. Bill Welke at first, Bob Davidson at second, and Chris Siegel over at third base, the umpiring crew for game 2. Cole lines one out to center. There's a leadoff single.
Well, that's the start you want. You want to put pressure on a young pitcher right away. A good swing by Cole Calhoun.
It'll bring up Mike Trout. Carroll this year, 51 innings, 65 hits, 24 strikeouts, 18 walks. At 4.76 earned run average.
Look for Carroll, 18 walks in 51 innings, 65 hits, 6 hit batters. A lot of base runners.
Yeah, he's been much better out of the bullpen than he has been as a starter. This being his 7th start. One ball, no strikes. Trout ended up going 1 for 4 in game 1. A 3-run home run in the 5th that tied things up at 3. Struck out 3 times and walked once. Hitting .313, 19 home runs, 62 runs batted in now. 21 doubles and 5 triples on the year. Chopper to short. Ramirez dives, bobbles it, flips it to second. Relay back to first, not in time. Almost a spectacular double play.
Well, that baseball was hit so hard that might have had a chance to go all the way to the wall on the ground. And Ramirez made a nice play in the back flip. Almost completed a 6-4-3 double play. Hit well by Trout and almost by Ramirez. Good quick flip. Garcia, quick turn himself, but not able to get Trout at first. Well played, though, by the middle infielders for the White Sox. And that angle that Trout takes to cut off that angle quick enough to be able to prevent a double play.
Here's Albert Pujols. Albert picking up his 17th home run. Trout and Albert went back to back in that 5th inning. 3rd time this year the Angels have gone back to back home runs. Trout and Pujols have done it twice. Serving as a DH in game 2. This is his only hit, went 1 for 5. Batting average of 260. Down low. 50 RBIs now for Albert. Big hole on the right side with Dunn holding Trout on it first. Check in again.
Even though Carroll is tall, he's very quick to the plate. He's only allowed 1 stolen base in 4 attempts. His times at the plate, extremely quick, has a good slide step.
Two balls, no strikes. Carroll once a 16th round pick by the Angels in 2006, did not sign. And the following year became a 3rd round pick of the Cincinnati Reds out of Missouri State. Started his collegiate career at Purdue before transferring over to Missouri State, his home state. Ground ball toward the hole. Ramirez to the backhand. Fires over to Garcia for 1. Easy double play. That'll do it for the Angels here in the first. Right at the bottom of the first, scoreless. First inning will check out Robin Ventura starting 9 for the White Sox, who now roll in with a 39 and 45 record. Adam Eaton leads things off in center. Lurie Garcia, the switch hitting second baseman, will bat second. Jose Abreu gets the quasi day off at DH. Adam Dunn gets started first. Alexa Ramirez at short. Connor Gillespie at third. Diane Viciedo at right. At 100 outs at left field, and Adrian Nieto will bat ninth and do the catching as they take on Jared Weaver. 8-6 record, a 3.33 ERA.
He's been throwing the ball well. 8-6 mark for Weaver. 8-2 in his career versus the White Sox, 1.70. And the go-tos for Weaver to be successful tonight, make the White Sox aware of that past success, especially 1.70 ERA. And away, down, and slow. Stay away, stay down, and use all speed against these fastball hitting Chicago White Sox hitters.
Weaver, of course, very familiar with this ballpark. Now making his 6th start here. 4-1 record, a 1.91 ERA. Facing a White Sox team that picked up 3 hits in Game 1. The Angels had 8. Eaton had one of those hits. It was a double in the 5th. Ended up going 1 for 3. 280 batting average, has a home run and 22 runs batted in. Very good speed. This one off the end of the back. Grant Green, a little bit of a stutter step, has to hurry, and they get him. Fooled by that swing, but Green ended up picking up the baseball and getting the out. Check out the Angels defensively. It's Josh Hamilton in left, Mike Trout at center. Cole Calhoun in right, the aforementioned Grant Green at third. Eric Ibar, Howie Kendrick, C.J. Crone rounding out the infield from short to first. Hank Conger behind the plate.
And on cue, the ground ball right away to Grant Green, getting that start at third base. Second career start for him at third. 4th overall for that position for him. He does have a strong enough throwing arm to make those plays in good, quick hands at third base.
Lurie Garcia takes the strike. Garcia hitting 181 with a home run and 2 runs batted in. former Texas Ranger. Joe's bunt takes outside. It's up to count at 1-1. Two and one. Now just missing outside.
Fastball 86, just off the outside corner.
Weaver giving up a run on 8 hits in 7 innings against the Twins his last time out. Ground ball to second. Garcia tried to pull the outside pitch. You're down.
Hyundai key to the game tonight. Game 2. Jerry Weaver with Orioles Speedwagon. Roll with the changes. Talked about the change up on the outside part of the plate or changing speeds on his curveball. Very important for Weaver tonight. He featured both aces of the Angel staff. He had Garrett Richards in game 1, improving to 9-2. Now Weaver looking for his 9th victory of the season.
Two outs, nobody on. Jose Abreu, the DH. Apparently, there's a baseball by the on-deck circle. Abreu homered in the first inning against Garrett Richards in game 1. 3-run shot, extending his hitting streak to 15 games. 26 home runs, 67 runs batted in. As we pointed out in game 1, the first player ever to 26 home runs in his first 70 games.
Well, he ran that 85-mile-an-hour fastball underneath his hands.
It's a pretty good start to a career.
You would think. Well, the impressive thing about his power is what he did in game 1 against Richards, hitting the ball the other way, the right field, on a good 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Bouncer down the line, and Green can't handle it. It should have probably been the 3rd out of the inning. It'll keep the inning alive for Adam Dunn.
He's playing back in anticipation of a ground ball with a tough hop, unable to get in front of it and make the throw across the diamond.
Green gets charged with an error. And for Grant, it's his first in the big leagues this year. So 2 outs and a man on. Adam Dunn at the plate. Dunn hitting .234, 12 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Going 0 for 3. And a walk in game 1. Weaver did face the White Sox on June the 6th. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits and 6 innings of work. Picked up the W. Just off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes.
What a great location, that fastball. Even in a fastball count with a very good fastball hitter. That paints the outside corner at 86.
Two one on the way. This one's fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They're taking the error now away from Grant Green and giving Abreu a base hit. Well, if that's not some home cooking, I don't know what is. To call that now a 16-game hitting streak. about as routine a ball as you're going to get.
And Grant will tell you he felt he should make that play.
Full count. Bray will take off on the pitch with 2 outs. Alexi Romero's on deck. A quiet top of the first for the Angels. A single, a fielder's choice, and Pujols no double play. Bray takes off 3-2, and this is out towards short, and that's where the third baseman Grant Green is at. That'll end it for the White Sox. 1 in the books, and we are scoreless in Chicago. In Chicago, no score. The Angels will have Hamilton, Ibar, and Kendrick coming up against Scott Carroll, 29-year-old. Made his big league debut earlier this season. Hamilton with a couple of hits in game 1. Home run, his 4th, and a single. 2 for 4 overall as he pulls this one foul.
Well, all of a sudden, his last 3 swings of home run, rocketing in the right field, and that one right there just missed turning on that one and keeping it fair.
Josh hitting .313, 4 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. First home run that Josh has had. It wasn't against the Houston Astros. His first 3 coming against the Astros. All 3 at Minute Maid. The one that he hit in game 1 was off Ronald Belisario. White Sox using 2 relievers. Belisario for 2 innings. Webb for 2 after Noesi went 5 innings. The Angels used 2 as well. Hill and Smith. This one sliced to left. De Aza will play it on a bounce. Hamilton on board with a leadoff single.
And that's 3 hits in a row. Last 2 at bats. Yes, and earlier today.
It feels like yesterday.
Yeah. Home run and a single. Now a single in the left field.
The second straight inning in which the Angels have had their leadoff man reach. That was kind of a storyline early for the Angels through the first 4 innings in game 1, in which they got their leadoff man on board via the walk in 3 of the first 4 frames. Perfect bunt down to third base line. Tough play for Gillespie. Off balance throw. Not going to get him. An infield base hit. Eric Ibar, who went hitless in game 1 but picked up an RBI, picks up a single here.
Boy, we're so used to Eric Ibar getting those bunts and infield hits. Perfect bunt right down the third base line. Gillespie did everything he possibly could to throw him out, but Ibar too quick. Perfect bunt. Gillespie with the bare hand, all in one motion. Good play. Not there to be able to get Ibar, who gets a base hit. The bunt in the first game by Calgill, important as far as that 4-run 5th inning.
So first and second, nobody out. Here's Howie Kendrick. Howie hitless in game 1, now hitting .269, 4 home runs, 32 runs batted in.
An overthrown slider from Carroll. Howie's looking to be able to drive a ball to right center field. That's when Howie's at his best. Up the middle to right center field.
1-1 off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hamilton with a single to left, and Ibar with a bunt base hit. As I was saying, with those walks, 3 of the first 4 innings, they did not cash those in, but they finally did in the 5th. And Inetta drew a leadoff walk, eventually scored 4 runs. Fouled back. 2-2. Howie 0 for his last 9. And 1 for his last 15. Good speed on the bases for the Halos. 2-2. We ran that one in on the hands.
Well, that's a tough pitch to even make contact with, and if you do, you're going to foul it off yourself.
TJ Crone on deck.
When I was down there for early batting practice before game 1, and CJ Crone was absolutely crushing the baseball.
Two. Just got a piece of it, fouls it into the dugout. Early in time, but that wasn't early BP. That was regular BP before game 1. Nobody in attendance. Did not feel weird. There was
John
nobody in the
McDonald
seats.
said, "Where is everybody?"
Yeah.
I said, "Well, they came as dressed as seats today for the first game."
It certainly filled in nicely here in game 2. Another 2-2. Plays off. Full count.
Might be interesting right here if Mike Scioscia does send the runners on a 3-2 count. No outs. Trusting Howie's ability to make contact or take a pitch if it's out of the strike zone.
Runners don't go, and Howie chops this one toward the hole. Ramirez can't come up with it. Hamilton around third. He will come in to score, and the Angels have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, because of that deflection off the glove of Ramirez allowed Gary DiSarcina to send Hamilton all the way home.
The other thing, too, that hole opened up courtesy of the fact, as you were thinking, White Sox were also thinking that Hamilton was going to take off, so Ramirez was shading toward the middle, trying to keep Hamilton
Normally,
there.
you might think that's going to be a double play ball. And he's up there playing right behind Hamilton in anticipation of potentially going to keep him close. And because of that, even though he has good range, can barely touch the baseball and into the outfield for an RBI single.
Kendrick picks up his 33rd run batted in. First and second, still nobody out. 3 straight hits to start the 2nd inning. Crone getting to start at first base in this ball game. Takes a fastball for a strike. .290 average, 8 home runs, 22 runs batted in. CJ's last start was on Sunday in KC at first, went 0 for 4.
When he runs another fastball, and you can see why he has 6 hit by pitches. He'll run the fastball in against right-handed batters. When you miss location, he can hit a batter.
Certainly not afraid to pitch on the inside part of the plate. Oh, 2 way outside. Carroll at AAA Charlotte made 4 starts, 3-1 and a 1.57 ERA this year. This one down foul. Third base line. Just in front of Gary DiSarcina. Carroll 8 seasons in the minors. Career record of 27-38 and a 3.95 ERA. Two organizations, the Reds and the White Sox.
Young catcher going to go out and talk to a young pitcher, especially as far as major league experience. Still pretty amazing to make that jump from A ball to the major league level. Almost like an offensive lineman in football. It takes a while to develop your skills. Same thing as a catcher. As far as calling games, framing pitches, working with your pitcher, knowing when he's having a tough time out on the mound.
Nieto, the catcher, 24 years of age. 1-2. This was line to left. That's a base hit, if not more. Ibar will come in to score. Kendrick on his way to third. Crow's going to try to stretch it into a double, then slams on the brakes. 2-0 Angels.
Good read by C.J. Cron. He read that if it gets by Diaz in left field, he would go to second base, but saw that the throw was coming into second base, stopped and got back to the base. An RBI single for C.J. Cron.
23rd RBI for CJ now.
Ran a fastball in. Did a nice job of getting his hands inside the baseball and driving it right down the left field line. And saw that throw was coming into second. Good decision to get back. If it was thrown to third, he would have been able to get into scoring position himself.
Don Cooper, the pitching coach, out to pay a visit. 4 straight hits for the Halos here to start the second. And Hank Conger at the plate now. Hank ended up picking up a couple of hits Sunday. But struggling. 0 for his last 13 before a bunt base hit in the 5th inning of that game with the overshift on. Then picked up another single later on in that game. 2 for 4. 238 batting average, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. As he swings the first one and pops it up. Easy play for Gillespie, 1 down. Folks, the Halos take on the Astros on Friday, July 4th. And even though it's a Friday, remember it's a 6:05 start on July 4th. Make your plans to celebrate Independence Day at the Big A and enjoy a spectacular post-game fireworks show courtesy of GovX.com. Purchase your tickets by logging on at Angels.com.
4th of July in baseball. Perfect fit.
Right, Hank probably like to have that one back. Overly aggressive, and you got a guy on the ropes here with 4 straight hits.
Especially there was no shift on. We've seen that trying to work on a swing to avoid that shift, but there was a pitch to be able to do some damage, but also you want to show some patience.
Grant Green looks at a strike. Inside.
Well, ideally, Grant would like to get a pitch up in the strike zone to get a sac fly at the very least. But Carroll, the way he runs that fastball in, very difficult to be able to get your arms extended to hit the fly ball.
Runner goes. Hit and run is on. Fielded by Garcia. The run will come in to score. And it's 3-0 Angels. And fortunately, there was a hit run on.
Outstanding decision by Mike Scioscia to send C.J. Cron on a hit and run. Otherwise, that's going to be an inning double play. Frank Green ends up getting an RBI, putting the ball on the ground. And a good jump by C.J. Cron, forcing Garcia to go after the baseball, and then Ramirez not in position to be able to catch that quick flip because he would have been taken out by C.J. Cron.
Grant Green picks up his 8th RBI. And back to the top of the order we go with Cron in scoring position. Cole Calhoun a base hit to center in the first. Looks to the strike. Five hits for the Angels, 4 here in the second. Breaking pitch, line to center field. Eaton comes racing in, makes the catch.
Almost overran the baseball.
I don't think he realized how hard that ball was hit. The Angels strike for 3. They lead at 3-0. Tweet us your photo using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and it could be shown in an upcoming game broadcast. The Angels with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. Jared Weaver back to work.
Lots and lots of Angel fans here for game 2 of this doubleheader.
Ramirez, Gillespie, and Viciedo for Chicago. Break the ball for a strike. We're allowed a 2-out quote-unquote single to Jose Abreu in the first. That was it, nothing more. Ramirez hitting .294, 8 home runs, 39 runs batted in, and ended up going up 0 for 4 in game 1 as he fouls this one back.
Boy, curveball, first pitch strike. Fastball, fouled it straight back. Now if you're Weaver, you see a swing like that, you can expand the strike zone.
Looks like Jared got something in his eyes or near his eye. Go 2 upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now you would think by going upstairs with a fastball at eye level locked in up top, you could throw a curveball now.
This one's fouled back to the right. Ramirez with 13 doubles, a couple of triples on the year. Chicago with a loss at game 1 now find themselves at 21-19 here at the Cell. The Angels 20-21 out of the road. Two balls, two strikes. A stark contrast to the last couple of days for the Angels as far as weather, humidity, heat, rain. Kansas City last night. Now it's just turned into a beautiful night here.
Tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful too, even cool.
I don't think it's supposed to even touch 70 tomorrow. Payoff pitch to Ramirez. He skies one on the third base side and toward the seats. Connor Gillespie, the third baseman, on deck. Put a man on to start the second inning.
It's his fastball. Him around the waist and almost got the elbow also. But clearly that's not a pitch you're trying to do as far as throwing and hitting somebody, especially when it's 3-0 lead. Fourth batter that Weaver has hit this season.
Yep. Third time that Ramirez has been hit by a pitch. Abreu, Beckham, and De Aza lead the White Sox each with 4. So man on. Connor Gillespie, the third baseman, up. Gillespie went hitless in the first game of this doubleheader. 313 now. 27 RBIs, no home runs. 1-0 count. Gillespie 19 doubles and 2 triples.
When you think about it, we've had Ramirez behind in the count 0-2, and he elevated that high fastball from that point forward. Didn't have a feel for any of his pitches. Ends up hitting Ramirez in that first pitch to Gillespie out of the strike zone.
Runner goes. The pitch is outside to throw to second, out of time. We're still at base. So Ramirez picks up his 14th stolen base of the year. And a 2-0 count on Gillespie.
Boy, a big jump and picked the right pitch, an off-speed pitch. Not much of a chance for Conger to throw out Ramirez.
Breaking pitch, skied to right. Cole Calhoun moving toward the corner near the wall, and that is gone. Gillespie hits his first home run of the year. And the White Sox get 2 of those runs back as the Angels lead is 3-2.
Talked about how well the baseball carries at this ballpark. Elevated pitch and hits it, hooks it right down the right field line. Hanging breaking ball, belt high. And over the wall. Calhoun gave it a shot, but no way going to bring that back.
So base is clear for Diane Viciato, the right fielder, as he looks to strike. Ball started with a hit by pitch to Alexi Ramirez.
Still want to go back to that 0-2 pitch, the high pitch.
Milwaukee says that Viciato did not go around, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Viciato hitting 241, 8 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Big swing and a miss, 1-2.
That's a good slider from Weaver. He's trying to say right now he's getting back to his familiar arm slot. Slider will take some time to be able to get a feel again. That was a good one.
The 15th home run that Jared Weaver has allowed this year. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Viciato. There's the first out of the second.
Good hard slider. It's a swing and miss. It's 2 good sliders in that at bat. Viciato.
One out, nobody on for Alejandro De Aza, the left fielder. Hit by a pitch in the 5th inning of game 1. 0 for 2 as he tries to push it back. Grant Green has no glove. Infield base hit.
With De Aza's speed, you might see him running right away early in the count. Good bunt by De Aza right down the third base line. Now 3 for 7 in his career versus Weaver.
There's Adrian Nieto, the catcher. 250 average in his first big league season. 3 doubles, 3 runs batted in. Switch hitter. 24-year-old, born in Havana, Cuba. Grew up in South Florida. Plantation area. Grew up playing baseball with Eric Hosmer of the Kansas City Royals through high school. De Aza will run second on the team in stolen bases behind Ramirez. De Aza with 11, but caught 5 times.
Weaver has 1 pickoff this year, 19 in his career. He's allowed 12 stolen bases in 17 attempts this season.
Nieto drives one out to center, hit well. Trout giving chase, turns, and will make the catch. 2 down. Two outs, Dow's at first, 3-2 Angels here in the second. And the top of the order, Anaheim now up. Center fielder grounded out. A little swinging bunt to Grant Green in the first. See that in the bottom of your screen. First year with the White Sox, part of that 3-team deal with the White Sox, Diamondbacks, and the Angels. Breaking ball for a strike. De Aza wanted to go and then stopped.
And Mike Scioscia has the option of a pitch out potentially now.
Halo striking for 3 runs in the second. 4 straight hits and then an RBI groundout.
Chicago's responded with 2 thus far on the Gillespie home run, a 2-run shot. This one down toward center. Playable for Trout. That'll do it for the Sox. They scored 2 on Gillespie's first home run of the year. We'll head to the third. Angels lead at 3-2. Mike Trout to lead things off for the Angels here in the third. 3-2. Halos. Trout, Pujols, Hamilton to face Scott Carroll. Gave up 3 runs in that second inning. Trout reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning, so he's 0 for 1.
Boy, 2 pitches in a row, running that fastball in, trying to stay in on the hands of Mike Trout.
Trout backing out. Interesting thing about the Angels offense in that first game, 8 hits. They drew 7 walks. They also struck out 13 times in that game, still picked up the win. This one rolled to short. Ramirez has it, and they get Trout by half a step for the first out. That'll bring up Alberts. We take a look at the all-star balloting. Remember the game's coming up 2 weeks from tonight, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Some serious young talent and some serious boppers in there too, with Cabrera, Bautista, Cespedes.
Yeah,
jumped into the lead as a left fielder. Mike Trout far behind Bautista as far as the highest total.
The milkman not bringing his votes to the yard. Gone. Cespedes taking over for Melky Cabrera.
And Donaldson leading third baseman, having a solid season for Oakland.
Albert 0 for 1, grounded into a double play to end the first. Head at the count at 2 balls, no strikes. Just joining us and weren't with us in game 1. Just did make a trade today. Rich Hill, acquiring Rich Hill, the left-handed pitcher, former big leaguer, with the Boston Red Sox, in exchange for cash considerations. Rich made it here, pitched in game 1 and struggled. Got charged with a run, facing 3 batters, and all 3 reached a single and 2 walks. As Albert draws the walk, first base on balls issued by Carroll, particularly the National League All-Star voting.
Serious talent in the outfield there too. McCutcheon, what a player. Yasiel Puig having a fantastic season for the Dodgers. Goldschmidt, Tulowitzki. There is some serious talent. He'll be on Fox.
Yadier Molina having a little bit of a down year for him, but still leading the voting there. Jonathan Lucroy is having one heck of a year for the
You can
Milwaukee
consider him
Brewers.
as the MVP of the National League right
Yeah.
now. Some serious talent.
Hamilton takes outside. Josh sliced a single into left to lead off the second. 1-for-1. That gets away from Nieto. Now will allow Pujols.
Looked like it might have got
it
Josh.
is. Hit by pitch. Josh will take his base. Well, the James Hoy, the home plate umpire, didn't really make a signal towards first initially.
I thought initially it might have gotten Josh.
Yeah.
Back leg.
A little redirect there. But Hoy didn't make a call until Josh took the elbow guard off. But it is a hit by pitch.
That's when you know you're locked in as a hitter. You don't necessarily want to give up your bat. Look at that Josh home run, single, and then a single the other way.
Couple of men on for Ibar with one out. Eric with a bunt base hit in the second. Eventually scored one of the 3 runs.
Boy, and the good thing about that for Ibar, it brings Gillespie in. And with Carroll, the way he throws everything kind of sinking away against a left-handed batter, you can punch that ball by him at third base because he has to play in and be aware of a bunt.
One ball, one strike. Left-handers hitting .331 against Carroll. Righties .299. Remember, we mentioned he's given up 65 hits in 51 innings prior to today. He's allowed 5 hits already today. 1-1 on the way. A little bouncer foul on the first base side. Alfredo Griffin playing the 2-hopper.
Alfredo showing the hands there.
So a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Angels and Sox will play one more tomorrow, and then the Halos return home for a 7-game homestand. 1-2. Ibar bounces one toward the middle. And return a double play to end the inning. Second time the Angels hit into a double play. The end of the bottom of the third, 3-2 Angels.
Let's rewind, reflect on what happened earlier today in Game 1. Jose Abreu, 3-run home run in the first. Mike Trout, 3-run home run in the fifth, tying it up. Albert Pujols follows it up with a solo shot, giving the Halos the lead. And Josh Hamilton, home run solo shot as the Angels win that Game 1 via the Powerball. And Chris Ionetta's solid game with 2 RBI singles up the middle.
3-2 Angels here in the bottom of the third. Luring Garcia, Jose Abreu, and Adam Dunn. Garcia getting to start at second base tonight. Drives one out to left center field, hit well. Hamilton chasing it, reaches up, makes the running catch. One down.
That's when it helps to be a left-handed fielding left fielder, be able to track that ball down and reach up at that angle to make a play on a well-hit baseball by Garcia. Tracked it down and able to reach up with the left hand. Left-handed fielder making play, Josh Hamilton.
One out. Nobody on for Abreu. Takes down and in.
That side looked like it got the bottom part of the strike zone.
16-game hitting streak for Abreu, who was credited with a single in the first. Two 2-0. Catching the knees. Long look in for Weaver. 2-1 now. Ground ball is short. 2 outs. Folks, the Angels will take on the Astros on Saturday, and that's a 7:05 start on Saturday. Fans in attendance will receive an Angels patriotic hat courtesy of Budweiser Law Supplies. Last, purchase your tickets today at the Angels Stadium ticket office or by logging on at angels.com.
You know, Vickers, sometimes it sounds odd, but when a pitcher looks in there that long, a hitter's anticipating something off speed, and he was out in front, rolled over on a fastball. So most times when a pitcher's looking in and he wants a fastball, it's going to be quick on the signs from the catcher, but that took a while to get to the fastball, and that got Abreu thinking off speed, and he got himself out on a fastball.
Adam Dunn looks at strike one. Dunn, the first baseman here in Game 2, lined out to Grant Green to end the first. Ibar stays at the shortstop position this time with Green on the right side with the overshift. Just off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Dunn came into tonight's action 3 for 12 in his career against Weaver. 3 for 13 with that line out his first time up. Too many guys with extensive experience against Jim. Konerko, Ramirez, and Dunn the most. It's foul back. Paul Konerko 2 for 22 in his career. Alexi Ramirez 6 for 21, and I mentioned Dunn's numbers.
When he got a fastball to do some damage and missed it, I wonder if Weaver doesn't throw his curveball or changeup down and away.
3-2. Boy, got him. Down goes Dunn. Second strikeout of the game for Weaver. We played 3 in Chicago. The Angels maintained a 1-run lead. Taking on the Braves on Fox Sports 1. Then it's baseball night in America. Fox's the Giants take on the Padres. Our MLB doubleheader begins Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific on Fox Sports 1. It continues at 4 Pacific on Fox.
I think Lincecum will pitch for the Giants against the Padres.
If it's not his turn, he might jump in there.
No question.
2 no-nos in less than a year. Kendrick, Crone, and Conger. Chopper toward the middle, but Garcia was shading him that way. Now he retired for the first down. What's today? Tuesday? Looks like he'll get the Padres on Sunday. He's on the mound today.
He can go a 3-day rest.
TJ Crone now coming up. He singled to left and picked up an RBI. His 23rd of the year. 1 for 1. Longest outing as far as innings as a starter for Carroll, 7 1/3. Now is his major league debut against the Rays on April 27th. Picked up the win. 1 earned run on 6 hits, 7 1/3. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. His next highest total, 6 innings, and it's kind of decreased from there to 5 inning starts. 2 4-inning starts. Chopper to the left side. It'll be a tough play for Gillespie on the bounce. Bare hands and fires the first get thrown. True down. Nice play by Connor.
That's 2 really good plays by Gillespie. One was unable to throw at Eric Ibar, made it close. Now it was a very good play because you're playing back against a power hitter like C.J. Cron, and off the plate coming in using the bare hand in one motion. Perfect throw to get C.J. Cron.
Well, the first time tonight that Carroll has retired the first 2 batters to start an inning. Delivers outside on Hank. Conger popped out on the very first pitch he saw, and only pitch he saw in the second. He's 0 for 1. This is grounded into the shift. Alexi Ramirez, the shortstop, has it. The Angels go down in order as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Still 3-2 Angels.
Great pitch sequence by Weaver against Dunn last inning. Starts him off with a changeup, fastball away. A changeup just off the outside corner, runs a fastball away, then challenge Dunn with a fastball, and then get him to think he's going to throw him a changeup. Paints the outside corner at 86 for the swing and miss.
46 pitches in 3 innings, 3 hits, and 2 runs, and it was courtesy of Connor Gillespie hitting his first home run just beyond the wall down the right field line. First home run for Gillespie this year. He had 13 last year for the Sox. Same batters coming up here in the 4th. Ramirez, Gillespie, Viciedo. Weaver was ahead of the count on Ramirez. Eventually hit him. Ramirez stole second, and Gillespie hit the 2-run home run. Angels with an opportunity to pick up another game. On the Athletics, they lost. They're shut out. Rick Porcello and the Tigers 3-0. Ramirez skies over shallow center. Mike Trout comes racing in, calls for it. 1 pitch, 1 out. Take a look at the rest of the scoreboard. By the way, that game in Detroit, 2 hours, 13 minutes.
Yeah, old school.
That is old school. And Mark Burley wasn't pitching.
No.
Tampa Bay leading the Yankees 2-1 in the 8th. Baltimore leading Texas 8-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Minnesota over Kansas City 5-1. Seattle leading Houston 3-1. Bottom of the 5th.
Continuing to play well, the Mariners.
Yeah, if the playoffs started today, the Angels and the Mariners would be the 2 wild card teams in the American League. Angels have a game-and-a-half lead over the Seattle Mariners.
I think that's back-to-back shutouts for Rick Porcello for Detroit. It was just 4 games back. An opportunity to go a season high 12 games over 500 if they can hold on to this lead.
0-1. This one's fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, I tell you what, a lot of people scoffed when I said, listen, the Mariners may not have the offense that you would ideally like, but they have some serious pitching, rotation, and bullpen.
Yeah, if you have arms and you can catch the baseball, you have a chance to win.
Kyle Seager just had an incredible month of June. Robinson Cano, of course, leading the way there offensively. That's a team that's playing with not a care in the world. There's no pressure on them. With those arms, especially.
Some power arms, too.
Yeah.
beginning part of the season, you have Walker, Iwakuma in the beginning.
One, two on the way. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
By the way, Porcello threw just 95 pitches to throw the shutout. That's why we had a 2-hour, 13-minute game.
Allowed 4 hits. Swinging a miss. Got him with a changeup. 2 down.
Well, what a great pitch after a high fastball. Back-to-back high fastballs. It was a 76-mile-an-hour changeup. Pick up his 3rd strikeout. He's got the circle change going. You can see it in the glove. Here thinks fastball well out in front. Hip gone. Unable to keep the bat back to make contact. Weaver does an outstanding job as far as all his pitches in the same exact arm slot.
Diane Viciedo, the right fielder, 0 for 1. He struck out in the 2nd. 1 of 3 strikeouts for Weaver. No walks, 3 hits allowed. The Angels in the 5th will have Green, Calhoun, and Trout as Viciedo fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. This one lifted down the right field line. Crone, Calhoun, and Kendrick. TJ Crone just got to get there.
Extremely difficult play for Howard to even be in the area. It's all up to C.J. Crone to make this play as he's trying to get back closer to the wall and track it down. Now you're unable to make the play.
Also need a ball that high here. This ballpark with the winds have a whip around.
And when he gets up above the stadium, very difficult to read.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Full count. Next pitch will be the 58th for Weaver. This is the line and past the diving Eric Ibar. 2-out single for Viciedo's first hit of the series. Puts a man on for Alejandro.
They got a hanging slider, hit that ball well. Happy to well to get it by Eric Ibar at shortstop. Stayed elevated. Viciedo jumped on that hanging slider. Boy, still Ibar almost got that baseball.
Grant Green at the in on the grass at third base, guarding against the bunt. Diaza had one. The second inning. Grant was back a little bit further than last time up, so this time guarding against it. Ibar shading Diaza toward the middle. No balls, 2 strikes.
And the sequence here for Weaver against Diaza. Fastball in, followed by a changeup away.
Lays off the breaking ball. 1-2.
It's interesting. The pitch before, or just before Weaver was going to throw the ball, Hank Conger wanted a fastball in, and they were settling in on that fastball, but Diaza stepped out and saw where Hank Conger was set up. So he was looking, and that was a wise decision to go change up away.
Pretty good pitch. 89-mile-per-hour fastball evens up the count.
Just slightly below the strike zone. Good fastball. Just a little bit below strike zone. An 89-mile-an-hour fastball from Weaver.
Short lead for Viciato at first base. Weaver trying to finish off this fourth. Viciato takes off. It doesn't matter. Diaza swinging a miss. That'll end it for the Sox. 4 complete here in Chicago. The Angels maintaining a 3-2 lead.
By Time Warner Cable, enjoy better. By the 2014 Camry at your Toyota dealer today, we make it easy. And by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Halos up by the score of 3-2 on a beautiful night for baseball here in Chicago. The Angels taking game 1 by the final of 8-4. Trying to make it 2 in a row. And not only that, pick up the game on the Oakland Athletics. They picked up a half game with the victory in game 1. And now with Oakland losing, Angels with a victory will be 3.5 back going into the finale of this series tomorrow night.
Still a lot of baseball left this season, but the reality is this is game number 82. We're halfway.
No balls, 2 strikes on Grant Green, who picked up an RBI with the ground out in the second. Grant getting the start at third base, game 2. RBI for Green, his 8th. Cole Calhoun, then Mike Trout after Grant. Ground ball to the right side, knocked down by Dunn. It gets away from him. That's an infield base hit.
Boy, Dunn using that whole big body to be able to get to that baseball, but able to corral it. Hit well by Green going the other way. Having to turn that shoulder over like that too for Adam Dunn.
Once the big donkey was sprawled out on the dirt, it's going to be a tough play for him.
That is a big man.
Large and in charge. There's Cole Calhoun.
And you have a sinker ball pitcher up, similar to what we saw in game 1 with Belisario. Good guy to put a hit and run on, because you can hit the ball on the ground.
Inside. Cole, a single and a fly ball to center. Gillespie in on the grass at third. Halos have already attempted a hit and run today. Picked up a run because of it. As Cole drives one out to right. Viciedo back. That is gone. A big fly for Cole Calhoun. 5-2 Angels.
That's a hit and run around the bases swing from Cole Calhoun. Driving in 2. Second hit of the game. Wow, that baseball was crushing. Got out quickly to right center field. His 8th home run, 21st RBIs now on the season. Boy, a two-seam fastball. When a sinker ball pitcher elevates a fastball, it becomes extremely hittable, and that was hit extremely well.
So base is clear. Nobody out. Here's Mike Trout. Trout 0 for 2. Fielder's choice and a ground ball to third. Looks at a strike. Fouled off to the right.
See how quick this baseball, the swing itself, extremely quick by Calhoun. Drives it off that back wall of the bullpen for the Angels.
Down in the dirt. Eighth of the year for Cole. And the leadoff home run. Sunday's game. More and more comfortable with every passing plate appearance. This is bounce through the hole on the left side. It's a single for Trout. 3 straight hits for the Angels to start this 5th.
And you might see some action down in the White Sox bullpen before too long.
8th hit of the night for the Halos. And here's Albert. 0 for 1. A double play ball in the first. A walk in the third. First one. It's in there for a strike.
Boy, now we stay 4 home runs for the Angels. 3 in the first game. A 2-run home run here. Make it 4 on the night for the Halos. Cole Calhoun shot.
The 1. Albert chops this one to short. Second double play that Pujols has hit into, and this one third in the game for the Angels. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Albert now today has rolled into 3 double plays. And now sitting to 13 on the season. Credit Carroll that sinking fastball, since he also got Eric Ibar to hit into a double play in the third.
And no strikeouts in the game for Carroll. 2 fly ball outs. The rest of the outs via the ground ball.
Josh swinging and missing on the off-speed pitch. Hamilton 1 for 1, a single and a hit by pitch. Takes a strike on the inside corner. 0-2. Infield base hit by Grant Green, and Calhoun with a home run, a 2-run shot. The Angels a 3-run lead here in the 5th. Josh chases the off speed. And now the tag is applied. That'll do it for the Halos. So they do get the 2 on the home run by Cole. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The Angels lead is 5-2.
Boy, that baseball is crushed by Cole Calhoun, number 8 on the season.
Chicago setting up 9-1-2. Nieto, Eaton, and Garcia against Jared Weaver, who has 4 strikeouts, no walks, and 4 hits allowed. Three singles and a home run allowed by Weaver.
Nieto last time up hit a ball pretty well to center field, and Mike Trout tracked down.
Switch hitting catcher. Takes down low. You know, a 5th round pick by the Nationals in 2008. Looks at the strike. Out of American Heritage High School. This is foul back 1-2. He's got to remain with a big league club or be offered back to the Nationals. But now you're halfway through the season. Continues to to spell Tyler Flowers on occasion. I want to ride this one out.
Yeah, no question.
Two and two. Little Alex Avila at the plate from the left side. He's a switch hitter, as we mentioned. But from the left side, kind of looks like Alex. Not quite as big as Alex.
He's got quick hands, though.
He strikes out swinging for the first out. Folks, on July the 8th, the Angels will be taking on the Blue Jays at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a Cowboy Rally Monkey, courtesy of Jack in the Box while supplies last. Purchase tickets today at Angels.com or by stopping by Angel Stadium ticket office. It's a good looking Rally Monkey.
No question.
Remember, it's a 7-game homestand. The Houston Astros in town for 4 beginning on Thursday night. And the Blue Jays in town for 3. The Angels will then head out on the road for a 4-game series against Texas. And that will end the proverbial first half with the All-Star game soon thereafter. He takes a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Eaton's 0 for 2, a ground ball to third and a fly ball to center.
We were trying to have that shutdown inning. He wasn't able to do that in the second. Would love to have it now here in the 5th.
This is a broken bat liner to second. Howie's got it. 2 outs. So 2 outs, bases clear, and Lurie Garcia coming up. Reavers had 1-2-3 inning. That was in the 3rd. Garcia looks at a strike. Ground ball to second and a fly ball to left. Second baseman. Spins out of the way of that one.
Especially off-speed first pitch upstairs with a fastball at 87. Trying to set up his 3rd pitch to Garcia.
Three-year-old native of the Dominican Republic. Got to the big leagues last year with Texas. Played in 25 games. And then got traded. The Alex Rios deal. 1-2. This is looped out to right center. That's a base hit. Little flare single, but it keeps the inning alive for Chicago. And it'll bring up Jose Abreu.
Yeah, great pitch by Weaver. Changeup, but didn't get it away enough. He set him up with a fastball because Garcia was looking off-speed pitch before. This time, just caught in between. But the changeup, as far as location, is too much to the plate. If it runs down and away, he's an easy out. Not that it was hit well. He was able to flare it into the outfield on location.
Abreu 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Hit by Garcia, the 5th for Chicago tonight. He has 8 stolen bases. This one cued off the end of the bat. C.J. Cron smothers it. Will touch first base, and that'll do it for the White Sox. 5 in the books. Angels lead at 5-2.
Ram trucks. Connor Gillespie, C.J. Cron, a slow chopper. Perfect position to get his body in. Uses the bare hand to make that throw across the diamond. Got himself squared up. Was able to field it under control and a perfect throw to first base. Made two really good plays in game one. Almost threw out Eric Ivar on a perfect bunt. On that one there, good throw to get C.J. Cron.
Angels setting up Ivar, Kendrick, and Cron here against Scott Carroll. Eric shoots one out toward right center field. Anaheim moving back on to his left. One away. There's 1 for 3 tonight. Bunt base hit back in the second. Carroll with 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 8 hits allowed. It's also hit a batter. Grazed the knee area of Josh Hamilton in the third. Howie 1 for 2, an RBI single in the second. Angels took game 1 by the final of 8-4. Snapping a 3-game winning streak for the Sox as Howard sneaks a single up the middle. And we'll bring up C.J. Cron with a man on. Hey, time is running out for you to vote for the 2014 MLB All-Stars. You can help send your favorite Angels to the All-Star game by voting up to 35 times. Vote exclusively at Angels.com on your mobile phone. Voting ends Thursday. It's coming up. July the 3rd. Happy July the 1st, Mark.
YouTube.
Right back at you, kid.
That's why we're doing 2 games, because we love July the 1st that much.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Every year should be doubleheader July 1st. Sound all right to you?
Yes. Especially when you're in Chicago.
Yeah, in honor of Ernie Banks in Chicago.
Yes.
Assuming we are in Chicago.
Yes.
If it doesn't work out that way, then hang with it.
Well, then they'll have a doubleheader here in Chicago. Somebody
somewhere in Chicago should. Cron 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out. Strike on the inside corner. CJ thought that pitch was in.
He catches the inside corner at 88 with that late movement from Carroll.
That ball gets away. Howie easily advances to second on a wild pitch.
Overthrown pitch. Fastball, very difficult for a catcher off the chest. Nieto, and gets away from him, allowing Howie to get into scoring position for C.J. Cron.
Cron lines one towards second, a 1 hopper to Garcia. Howie doesn't go anywhere. 2 outs. Howie didn't get a very good read on that ball. So he remains at second base for Hank Conger. Hank go for 2, a pop up to third and a ground ball to short. That was in the overshoot. Takes outside. Conger rips one into right field. That will bring home Kendrick. Viciano cuts it off. It is 6-2 Angels. Conger with his 17th RBI.
Another base hit with a runner in scoring position today. Hank was able to get the bat head out and crushed that one right down the right field line. 17th RBI. When fastball in, that two-seamer stayed out over the plate, and Conger made him pay for it, scoring Howie Kendrick.
So Hank on board with 2 outs. Here's Grant Green. Grant picked up an RBI on a ground down at the second, singled, infield base hit at the 5th. He's 1 for 2. Third baseman to start game 2. Fouled off to the right. Six runs, 9 hits, no errors. The Angels have stranded 2. White Sox have 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They've left 4 on base. Broken bat, foul. New lumper for Grant. 1-2 count. Breaking ball down, look. It'll do it for the Angels here in the 6th. They should tack on a run on a couple of hits. Angels on top 6-2.
Checker Hyundai key to the game. Rolling with the changes for Weaver. Changing speeds. His excellent changeup. A couple punch outs in the last few innings on that perfect changeup down and away against lefties. Part of 5 strikeouts in the game for Weaver.
Now with a 4-run lead, he'll face Dunn, Ramirez, and Gillespie here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Chicago. Adam Dunn 0 for 2. A line out and a strikeout. Takes a strike. Reaching for this one, lifted out to shallow left. Josh Hamilton drifting in, calls off Ibar. 1 down. A good pitch, a off-speed pitch.
What makes Weaver so special, his ability to change speeds and hit his spots with his changeup. And he set him up with a fastball in, then followed up with a changeup, done out in front. A lazy fly ball to left field.
Alexi Ramirez hit by a pitch and a fly ball to center. Chipped on the very first pitch he saw in the fourth inning, hit that ball to Trout. One and one. Garrett Richards in game one of this doubleheader went 8 innings. 2 hits, including a home run, 3 runs, all earned, 9 strikeouts, 2 walks as Ramirez rockets one into the corner and left. White Sox shortstop in at second with a 1-out double. Of all the guys the White Sox sent to the plate against Jared Weaver, he, to me, is the one that looks the most comfortable in the batter's box.
Yeah, he's just looking for his zone. He's aggressive as far as swinging and pitching out of the strike zone, but he tracks all speed pitches very well. Not fooled at all. He'll keep his hands back. A lot of the other hitters in this lineup for the White Sox have been out in front on some off-speed pitches from Weaver, but Ramirez has been able to track it well.
And in scoring position, and it is Connor Gillespie. Gillespie had his first home run of the year back in the second. 1 for 2 now. Weaver struck him out the next time up. Double by Ramirez, his 14th of the year. 6th hit for Chicago. Pull to the right side. That's a base hit. Ramirez will be waved in. Cole Calhoun up and firing. They cut it off. And it is 6-3 as Gillespie picks up his 3rd RBI of the game.
7th hit overall for the White Sox against Weaver. It was an elevated pitch once again. Gillespie had a home run early on a breaking pitch that was up. This time a fastball that was up.
'85 pitches thrown by Jared so far. Ciedo with a single and a strikeout. 1 for 2. Two balls and no strikes. Ciedo, a guy that we can induce a double play against. He's rolled into a team high 13 double plays this year. Big rip and a big foul back. 2-1.
And especially if you can throw a breaking ball that's down and away, he'll roll over to shortstop on it. Very, very quick on a fastball, though. Two-one now. This is hammered to left. And
It is a 1-run lead for the Angels, 6-5, as Viciedo, a 2-run shot. That's his 9th of the year. Second home run allowed by Weaver in this ballgame. Gillespie got him back in the second. Viciedo here in the 6th.
Boy, hanging, breaking pitch. Those ones you don't get back, those hanging sliders go a long way. That breaking ball didn't get where he wanted to. He knew it. As a pitcher, you know exactly when you've made a mistake. All you can hope for is the hitter pops it up. Viciedo did not do so. His 9th home run of the season, 2nd hit of the game against Weaver.
Most runs that Weaver's allowed, earned runs, since the June 1st start against Oakland. Still leads it as Diaza pops it up. Foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Diaza with a bunt base hit and a strikeout. He's 1 for 2. The Angels start to get action in their bullpen. Mike Moore in first man up. One ball, one strike on Diaza. 3 runs, 6th inning so far. Jammed him. And it's 1-2. Rich Hill begins to warm up as well. Hill pitched game 1. I imagine Hill is there for Eaton if you get that far. Center fielder. 1-2 pitch. Diaza pulls one through the hole.
Another
4 straight.
That's another mislocation. It's right down the heart of the plate for Weaver. Tried to go that no-seam fastball inside and ran in the middle of the plate.
Second hit of the night for Diaza. Here comes Mike Butcher. With 5 strikeouts. Bill walks, 1 hit batter, now 9 hits allowed. The last time that Weaver gave up close to this many hits and the runs was that June 1st start at Oakland.
You put it in perspective what he has done throughout his career. The White Sox coming into this game 8-2 with an area 1.70 career numbers.
Well, they figured him out here in the 6th. Got the first batter done on a lazy fly ball. Ramirez, a rocket double into the corner. Gillespie, a hard hit single for an RBI. Viciedo, a home run, and now another sharp single by Diaza. Viciedo, the catcher, has hit a fly ball to center and has struck out 0 for 2.
And Diaza with good speed.
Takes off. Pitches down low. Throw down to second. Is out of time. 12th stolen base of the year for Alejandro Diaza, the tying run in scoring position.
Boy, big jump. High throw, sailed over toward the second base part of the bag. Now Diaza get his hand in before Ibar applied the tag.
Two balls, no strikes. That'd be Weaver's last batter. 5 1/3, 9 hits. Outfield from left to right, playing in a little bit. Cole the same in right field. He's usually a little bit deeper than normal, but smaller ballpark. Good luck. White Sox have erased the 3 runs the Angels put on the board the last 2 innings. Nieto fouls it off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barnes ready to go in the bullpen. Looks like Rich Hill is as well. Popped up on the third base side. Both Green and Kiger will give it a look for the tip of the seats. Next pitch, the 99th of the ball game for Jared.
You might be right, Victor. This could be his last batter, especially with Eaton coming up next. Rich Hill ready.
Two. Called strike 3. Got him. 2 down.
See if this touches the bottom part of the strike zone. Just barely touches it.
Well, with 2 outs and a tying run at second base, Mike Scioscia is going to go lefty-lefty here, it appears. Jared Weaver is done. The Angels leading at 6-5. Two-thirds, he departs with a man standing at second base. 9 hits allowed, 2 home runs, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 1 hit batter. Mike Scioscia goes to the bullpen and brings in newly acquired Rich Hill. Second appearance and as many games for Hill. He pitched in game 1. Faced 3 batters, gave up a single and 2 walks. He was also charged with a run. Joe Smith induced a double play ball that off the bat of Alexi Ramirez and scored Paul Connect.
For Rich Hill, we talked about what he throws in game 1, 87-92. Occasional cut fastball, curveball, changeup.
At AAA, Pawtucket this year, 25 games, 3-3 mark, 3.23 ERA for Hill. He's facing the left-hand hitting Adam Eaton with Alejandro De Aza in scoring position. 0 for 3 tonight. Last time up, lined down to Howie Kendrick. Breaking ball in for a strike. With good speed. Howie cheats in a couple of steps at second base. Ibar does the same at short. Grant Green playing just about even with the bag at third. I need to play him in a little bit more so just in case. Switch hitting second baseman Leury Garcia on deck. This would be a one batter situation for Hill. 0-1. Fastball just misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mike Bourne ready to go in the bullpen. Breaking ball. Missed it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the issue for Hill, Game 1's appearance. Fell behind on Konerko before he picked up the single to center and the 2 subsequent base on balls. Behind in the count here, 2-1. 2 outs here, the 6th. 3-1. Hit him. The ball gets away. Diaz advances to third. So now it goes a walk and a wild pitch. Here comes Mike Scioscia. And that'll be it for Rich Hill. He's faced 4 batters in the 2 games and has now retired 1. Pitching change here in the 6th. Still 6-5 Angels.
Angels baseball is brought to you by Mercury Insurance. Get a pass-free quote at mercuryinsurance.com and see how much you can save. And by Hyundai. The countdown to savings is on now at Hyundai's 4th of July sales event. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Beautiful shot, Chicago River. Angels leading the White Sox 6-5. Halos just trying to get out of this bottom of the 6th inning. Leury Garcia will be the batter as Mike Bourne comes into the ball game. 27th game, 2-1 record, a 1.91 ERA. Mike Scioscia opted to go with the matchup situation, lefty-lefty, instead of going to Moore to try to face Eaton. And now it'll be Moore to face Garcia with runners at first and third.
Grant Green's got to be aware of the potential push bunt down his way also.
Leury Garcia 1 for 3. Singled in the 5th. 1-0. Garcia went around. 1 ball, 1 strike. Diaz is standing at third base, Eaton at first. Very good speed on the bases for Chicago. Diaz belongs to Weaver. Eaton to Hill. Swing and a miss on speed pitch.
It's a great change of Michael Morin.
Oh, and Hank went to the backhand there on that ball. Be careful.
Yeah, you got to keep that baseball in front of you. Knowing it's an off-speed pitch, there's a chance it could be in the dirt, so you have to be prepared. Get the shoulders square, but the gloves got to be down in the dirt.
Well, you get that kind of swing, you got to go back there again and anticipate another ball in the dirt.
Exactly, and you might see Eaton going on this pitch is to try to draw a throw to second base. You don't throw the ball to second base. You hold on to that.
1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Down goes Garcia. And while the White Sox score 3, we'll head to the 7th with the Angels on top 6-5.
Summary, another close game here in Chicago. Gillespie, his first home run of the season, early on, 2-run home run. And Cole Calhoun, speaking of 2-run home runs, that one hit well to right center field. And Viciedo gets a hanging breaking ball from Weaver to close the gap, but then a perfect pitch, fastball inside by Michael Morin, preserves the lead for the Halos 6-5 here. As the top of the order comes to the plate, chance to try to add on and expand the lead.
1, 2, and 3. Calhoun, Trout, Pujols. Scott Carroll still on the mound. 6 innings, 10 hits, including the home run to Calhoun. Cole 2 for 3. There's action in the White Sox bullpen. Patrick is going now. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Gillespie in on the grass at third base. It's a Cole bunt to hold up, or even attempt it. One. 2 balls, 1 strike. Trout on deck, then Pujols. Three and one.
Some good patience once again by Calhoun. Himself a very good fastball count. Going to force Carroll to throw his two-seam fastball over the plate.
Here's a 3-1 pitch, and he walked him. Leadoff man on board. Second walk issued by Carroll. Brings up Mike Trout. He's 1 for 3 today. Base hit through the left side in the 5th inning. Yano's going to go out and talk things over, probably to give Patrica a little bit more time to warm up. Here's the 8-game box score. The Angels with 10 hits. Cole Calhoun, Howie Kendrick, multi-hit games tonight. Albert, the lone guy, lone starter without a hit. Fastball for a strike. Good lead for Calhoun over at first. Cole, 3 stolen bases, has not been caught stealing. And for the most part, Carroll has thrown a lot of pitches within the strike zone.
And a lot of pitches down in the strike zone, so you always have that possibility of a hit and run put on.
Throw to first. Calhoun diving back in there.
Strikeout type pitchers, you don't generally put a hit and run on because there's a lot of swing and misses.
Oh, 1. Check swing. Did not go. Bill Welke at first says so. Changeup over to first. Quick move, didn't quite have a full grip on baseball.
A changeup over the first.
Had Dunn out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a good lead by Calhoun.
Oh, slide step.
Yeah, he's very difficult to steal against. He is extremely quick. Game 1 for Mike Trout. It was down at that point 3-0. But not down anymore with a 3-run home run from Trout. The other young player, Jose Abreu, started off that scoring for Chicago with a 3-run home run in the 1st inning.
Mike's 19th home run of the year. Now 62 runs batted in. 2-1. Takes inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Calhoun leading off the 7th with a walk. Halos with 3 in the 2nd, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Chicago has responded on both occasions. They scored twice in the 2nd, and then 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 pitch.
I believe Calhoun will be on the move here.
White Sox seem to feel that way as well.
Could possibly be Carroll's last pitch thrown in this game. He walks him. Ventura probably down to the bullpen.
Petrika ready to go in the pen.
Even bigger lead for Calhoun.
Holt takes off. He's fouled back.
That's a pretty good hack. That fastball was right down the middle of the plate and down. That's the zone, and you can see by the reaction for Trout that he crushes often. What about that hot zone in the strike zone for Trout? That is the exact spot.
Calhoun takes off again to 3-2, and he walked him. Ball 4, folks. So back-to-back walks, a strike to 7. Robin Ventura looks like he may be coming out. And yes, he is. So Jake Petrika ready to go in the bullpen for the White Sox. As Carroll opens up the 7th, back-to-back up base on balls. We get ourselves a pitching change, it appears. Albert Pujols coming up. Nobody out here the 7th. The Angels leading at 6-5. So that means Robin Ventura's gone to the bullpen. And he brings on the right-hander, Jake Petrika, take on Albert Pujols. 36th game for Petrika. 0-2 record at a 2.03 ERA.
Yeah, power fastball, 91 to 96. Slider, changeups, very effective. This is his 36th game. It's not just one home run in 44 in the 3rd innings pitched. You can tell he has that good power sinker.
Petrika just turned 26 years of age in June. Finished 16 games for the Sox last year. 2nd round selection by Chicago in 2010. And was out of Iowa Western Community College before even going to Indiana State University. Calhoun at second, Trout at first, Pujols at the plate. Petrika did face the Angels on June the 7th. Ended up taking the loss. They go for a run on 3 hits and 1 inning of work. Albert 0 for 2. 2 double play balls and a walk. One ball, no strikes.
Some big runs out there for Albert Pujols and the Angels. Trying to get back those 3 runs the White Sox scored in the bottom of the 6th.
Petrika's made 5 consecutive scoreless outings. Last one on Sunday. Albert takes upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. I think interesting thing is that Patrick a little straighter fastball, firmer than Carroll, but Carroll with that sinking fastball you would think would be a guy you'd want up, trying to induce a double play. This one's out to right, not very deep. Calhoun looking to tag. Viciato with a catch. The throw sails towards third. Trout will advance to second.
And the high throw over the cutoff man allows Trout to get into scoring position himself. So yes, it's always good to show off that arm strength, but with a high throw, take away the potential double play ball.
And they were going to throw out Calhoun in third.
As good as arm as Viciato has, the high throw, they're not going to throw him out, but it was high enough to allow Mike Trout, very smart base running, to get into scoring position.
I'm trying to figure out where Alexi Ramirez was at, because he was around the bag at second as they're going to intentionally walk Hamilton here to load him up. So I think Ramirez probably thought that, hey, concede the base runner going to third, keep the double play in order.
That's what you would want to do, especially with a guy that has movement on his fastball like Patrica has.
There's ball 3. There's ball 4. Third time that Hamilton has been intentionally walked this year. So they're loaded up now for Eric Ibar.
Career .310 hitter with the bases loaded. Opportunity to expand the lead right here, and a good guy to have up at the plate, Eric Ibar.
Ibar pops it up on the infield. Drifts out to shallow center. Infield fly rule, 2 outs.
Boy, he got the pitch to hit in the air and get it deep, but got underneath, got jammed enough on it.
So 2 outs now, and Howie Kendrick coming up. Now at 2 for 3 with a couple of singles, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. One and 0. 3 walks in the inning, loaded up. Trying to at least scratch out 1, if not 2 runs. Calhoun at third, Trout at second, Hamilton at first. The ball to the alley clears the bases. 1-0. Down and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, now you zone in on one spot if you're Howie. Force him to throw you a strike. With the movement that Patrica has, it's not an easy thing to throw a strike.
Fastball right down the pipe to a 1. Two. 6-5 Angels here in the 7th. The bases loaded situation. Trying to extend that lead. Two. Full count. We'll get the merry-go-round going. Runners are going to take off on the next pitch. Crone on deck. Runners go, the payoff. Howie takes ball 4, and the Angels extend the lead to 7-5.
4 walks in this inning.
Halos had 7 walks in game 1 of the doubleheader.
He'll take this one just above the strike zone at 96.
Don Cooper out to pay a visit. Howie picks up his second RBI of the game, has 34 now on the season. C.J. Cron coming up. 1 for 3 tonight. RBI single in the second. Boy, C.J. Hackett first pitch. Love it.
That was covered, but straight back. High fastball, fouled straight back. And with that velocity behind it, we really had a tough time finding how far that baseball would have went.
Foul at the plate. Took something off. Thrown in the hole at 0-2. Limited time this year in the big leagues. Crone's done a nice job of men in scoring position. In the hole here at 0-2, but so far he's at .390, 16 for 41. 13 runs batted in. Trout at third, handled it at second, gets it at first. Down goes Crow on 3 pitches. The Angels do get a run. 7th inning stretch time, 7-5 Halos. Bottom of the 7th inning with the Angels leading at 7-5. And a new pitcher on for the Angels. Michael Moore came on and got the last batter. And that was Garcia to finish off the 6th. But it's not Moore here to start the 7th. Instead, it's Kevin Jepson.
Jepson's been very good of late. ERA 2.53, 22 punch-outs in 20 to 30 innings pitched for Jepson over his last 24 games.
John McDonald comes into the ball game. He takes over in third for Grant Green. Abreu, Dunn, and Ramirez for Chicago here in the 7th. Jepson, third reliever used. The chill went one batter, walked in, or 1/3 of an inning. Jared Weaver with 5 2/3. Abreu takes down and away. Abreu serving as a DH in game 2, 1 for 3, single back in the first. Fouled into the mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. 7 runs the Angels put on the board, all charge to Scott Carroll in 6 innings, 10 hits, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks.
Breaking ball after a 97-mile fastball from Jepson. He's done a much better job this season as far as maintaining his mechanics to be able to throw his slider for a strike. That was a perfect spot.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. Abreu vacates the area. He's out.
That is a wicked slider from Jepson. After being able to throw the pitch before for a strike, it was this sharp, hard slider well out of the strike zone. He gets a swing and miss from a very good hitter, dangerous hitter in Jose Abreu.
A 1 out. Nobody on for Adam Dunn. Dunn 0 for 3, a line out, a strike on a fly ball to left. Fouls off the first pitch. Dunn, 34 years of age, 452 career home runs. Fouls that one straight back, and it's 0-2.
Oh, right after the 97, consistent velocity for Jepson this season. That arm angle, one he started in the spring training, getting more and more comfortable as the season has progressed.
Oh, 2. Off speed, down the line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Done this year, 88 strikeouts, 48 walks. There's an on-base percentage of .370. 1-2. Swing and miss, got him with a breaking ball. Back-to-back punch-outs for Jepson.
And back-to-back strikeouts on sliders from Jepson. His front shoulder in real well, drove towards the plate, that front shoulder, and snaps his slider off to get a swing and miss.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and Alexi Ramirez at the plate. Ramirez doubled to start that rally with 1 out of the 6th inning against Weaver. Jared allowed 5 runs tonight. This was a little chopper to the right side. Off the glove of Jepson. Redirected to Kendrick. Flips it to Crone. Got him. A 1-2-3 inning for Jepson. 7 complete in Chicago. And the Angels maintaining a 7-5 lead. Time for the AT&T fan photo of the game. Remember to tweet your photos using hashtag WestFanPhoto, and it could be used in an upcoming game broadcast. Great submission yet again by Angel fans. Continue to send them in to hashtag WestFanPhoto. Send them to @FoxSportsWest. If you put my name on it or Gooby's name, not a whole lot we could do. It's all done by the hashtag anyway. So you got a hashtag.
There you go. Thanks for explaining that.
You know what a hashtag is? You got it down, man.
I know what it looks like.
You've been at this, what now, 4 or 5 months? Conquer leading things off. You can shake Patrica, looks at the strike.
You're still helping me out quite a bit.
Nah, you got this down. Social media freak.
Oh, yeah.
Conquer 1 for 3, an RBI single his last time up. RBI for Hank is 17th of the year. Watch out. Wow. Talk about some chin music.
Especially when you're looking out over the plate and down. That'll get your attention at the plate. Well, he's driving, looking for something down. Boy, and the reaction to the dugout, too, by Paul Sorrento.
Slipped out of the hand and out of the glove of Nieto. And it's 3 balls, 1 strike. Very Matrix-like by Hank Conquer.
Yes. He could do it all. He's Hank Conquer.
Boy, if Keanu Reeves could do it, Hank could do it. 3-1. Hank fouls it off to left, full count. Rienzo and Guerra, a couple of right-handers. I'd like to hear Hank recite some point break lines.
He would love to do that.
Payoff on the way. Hank pulls it. Don has it go in and out of his glove. Flips it over to first, and they just get him by a step. One down.
Hit well. Knocked down by Adam Dunn, unable to pick it up right away. Toss over to Patrica, get the out. Hit first on Hank Conquer.
John McDonald, first plate appearance for him in game 2. Took over defensively in the bottom of the 7th. Greg Green finishing the night going 1 for 3 with an RBI. McDonald hitting .220. 1 double, 4 runs batted in. One and 2. White Sox in the bottom of the 8th inning have Gillespie, Pisciano, Downs are coming up. Slow roller left side. Alexi Ramirez tried to barehand him.
Yeah, I don't think he had to do that. He's quick on the transfer normally anyhow. John McDonald will take it. Had to use the bare hand. And he had an opportunity to use his glove and then the quick transfer, especially with his throwing arm.
Calling that a single for John McDonald. Back to the top of the order we go. Cole Calhoun. Cole, 2 for 3. Single, 2-run home run. Fly ball to center to walk. Angels with action in their bullpen. Appears as if Jason Grilli getting ready. Two balls, no strikes.
Good count now for Calhoun. Split the alley with a potential double. Back in the fifth inning, Cole Calhoun got a fastball from Carroll that stayed up. Tried to sink that fastball, straightened up, and hit out for a two-run home run.
Home run for Cole, his 8th of the year. 21 runs batted in for him. Three multi-hit games for Calhoun on this road trip. Two and one.
Got his batting average up to 286 for Calhoun.
Two-one pitch. Calhoun skies one out to right center. Eaton giving chase at the warning track at the wall, leaps up and makes the catch. Back to first is John McDonald. 2 outs.
Well, I thought that baseball had no chance of staying in the yard.
A deep drive, but it stays in the ballpark for the second out here in the 8th.
Boy, another fastball, almost the same exact location that Calhoun hit out earlier. Trinket thought he got it. And back up against the wall, Eaton. Well, he thought he had that one out of the ballpark, and so did I. Bit of wind up there pushing it away, and right center field hit high enough to knock it down enough to keep it in the yard.
A long out of the second. McDonald at first. Here's Trout. 1 ball, no strikes. Trout a 1-for-3 game. Walked in the 7th. That was his last plate appearance. McDonald takes off to throw down a second, and he's thrown out. Not sure why you're sending a runner with Trout at the plate. I think Trout's trying to figure that out as well. 7-5 Angels as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Angels up by the score of 7-5, and Jason Grilli has taken over on the mound for Kevin Jepsen, who had himself a 1-2-3 seventh, including a couple of strikeouts. Grilli pitching his third game with the Angels. He's being acquired from the Pittsburgh Pirates on Friday for Ernesto Frieri. Gillespie, Viciedo, De Alza for the White Sox here in the 8th. First one is inside. Two for three tonight. Two-run home run for Gillespie back in the second, his first of the year. RBI single in the 6th. Both of those plate appearances against Weaver. 2 balls, no strikes. Two all. 3 balls, no strikes.
And now you got to battle your way all the way back in this count.
Jason was on the mound in Sunday's game, ended up taking the loss. 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter, unearned run. That's a 4-pitch walk. Really caught the inside corner there. So to bring up the tying run.
Viciedo had a good at bat. His last at bat, but he's a guy that you can get a ground ball double play from. So 13 this season. Last at bat in the 6th inning, a breaking ball that Weaver left out over the plate. Viciedo extremely strong, connected, and hit it out.
Five out of the strike zone for Grilli to start this 8th. Ain't that 6?
Unusual for Jason.
Rick Butcher's going to come out now. Viciedo 2 for 3 with a single and 2-run home run in the 6th inning. Very quick visit by Butcher. Two balls, no strikes. Gillespie over at first. 2-1. Last fastball at 95 for Grilli. Outfield straight around with Viciedo at the plate. 2-2.
What a great spot, back-to-back pitches. Taking the outside corner, down at 94. Great location.
Two now. About straight back, and the fastball is up. Danger zone with Viciedo.
If you're going fastball, you make sure that's down and away like the 2 pitches prior to that. That was right down the heart of the plate and elevated.
2-2 again. This is line to short. Ibar's got it. He fires to first. Gillespie off the line, and Cron can't come up with it. Almost turned a double play. Heck of a job by Ibar just to get the first out.
Boy, close to a double play. That would have been amazing. Because he was able to get up and catch that line drive to begin with. Hanging breaking ball. Viciedo. Ibar was able to catch it. Those hops. Great play. And quickly on the transfer almost got a double play ball. That would have been real interesting if he was able to pick it.
Agreed.
That would have been extremely close.
So 1 out, 1 on. Alejandro De Alza at the plate. Left fielder for the White Sox, 2 for 3 tonight. A couple of singles and a stolen base. He's also struck out. And the dirt, nice dig by Conger. Donald in on the grass at third just in case. Paul Konerko's come out to the on-deck circle. Pinch hitting for Nieto. Right back up the middle. Ibar's got it. Flips it to Kendrick for one. Relay back to first. Got him!
That's
what
playing
a play.
some defense. Up the middle. Success. Turn in 2. That was not an easy double play turn by the fellas who have been together for a long, long time in Howie Kendrick and Eric Ibar.
We head to the ninth. 7-5 Angels.
Seven to 5. And now it's time for a top tier play of the game brought to you by Arco. 1, 6, 4, 3. Double play. And a smile. Exactly how they drew that one up. Ball was a rocket up the middle. Really get enough on that to slow it down for Eric Ibar to complete that great double play.
He's trying to explain to Alexi Ramirez how tough a play that was on the liner trying to turn to double play. That was on the ball Viciedo hit.
That man can play some D. And can swing the bat. And has a good spot of work.
I don't think Ramirez is buying into Ibar's response. Here the ninth inning, 7-5. Trout, Pujols, Hamilton. Javi Guerra's the new pitcher.
That being said, some extra runs would be nice right now.
Yeah. Jake Patrica ended up pitching 2 innings. Not allowing a run. Trout swinging first pitch, comes up empty. 20,233 in attendance today. Angels picking up game 1 by the final of 8-4. Lead game 2, 7-5. an opportunity to pick up a full game and a half on the Athletics, who was shut out tonight by the Tigers 3-0. This one's popped on the first base side down the play. 0-2 count. Trout 1 for 3. Now he's sitting in the 5th inning, walked in the 7th. One ball, 2 strikes.
Guerra's got a good fastball we've seen so far with velocities, 92, 97. Also with a slider, throws quite a few of them. Curveball and changeup.
Come on now! Come on, baby, let's go.
Pujols on deck. Jammed him.
And the other one in that fastball high and out of the strike zone instead of running in on the hands of Trout.
Trout breaks his bat, loops it out to shallow right center field. Garrett Garcia, should say, going out there, goes off his glove. Trout in at second with a double.
And this great base running once again by Trout. Saw that last inning. And the high throw from Biciedo allowed him to get into scoring position himself. And that little flare off the glove of Garcia, and it gets away enough from Biciedo. The Trout running hard picks up a double. 22nd double. That's going to be fast. Turn the corner, turn it on, slide in head first. 22 doubles on the season, 5 triples, and 19 home runs for Trout.
So Pujols will bat here with the man in scoring position. Upstairs. Albert skies one out to shallow right. Trout at second is going to try to go to third. And I think Biciedo thought the Trout wasn't going to go. That was kind of a lazy throw.
He didn't get as much on as we saw the throw before.
Either that or didn't want to overthrow Gillespie at third base.
But that's important for Trout to get into scoring position like that at third base. Yeah, he didn't put as much on it. He anticipated throwing it to the cutoff man. Sliding that back part of the base, making sure he was going to be safe, forcing the infield in now with Hamilton at the plate.
Albert 0 for 4 tonight. Going to walk Hamilton. This will be the second time he's been intentionally walked tonight. There's ball 4. So Eric Ibar with an opportunity here to add some runs for the Angels. After the last out, Angels Live postgame presented by your SoCal Mazda dealers. Patrick O'Neill and Jose Mota will break it down for you.
lot of speed at third, a lot of speed, and the guy that can handle the bat at home.
Eric 1 for 4, had a base hit back in the second inning.
Mike Scioscia would put a suicide squeeze on here. 1 out.
Do I think so? Yeah. Chasing high fastball. 0-1. Game just a little over 3 hours long. This one's hit towards second. A one hopper. Lurie Garcia feeds Ramirez, fires back to first, and it ended double play. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Angels with a 7-5 lead. Bottom of the 9th here at U.S. Cellular Field. Don't forget, Tuesday, July 15th, baseball's best gatherer in Minnesota is the captain. Derek Jeter takes the field in his last All-Star game ever. Special coverage begins at 4:30 on Fox Sports 1, followed by the 2014 All-Star game at 7:30 on Fox.
Well, that game is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of great talent, a lot of young talent.
Gordon Beckham will lead things off here. He's pinch hitting for Adrian Nieto. He'll be doing so against Joe Smith. Joe pitching in his 37th game, 2-0 record at 2.86 ERA. He ended up pitching in game 1 and notched his 8th save through 4 pitches, 3 for strikes. Beckham a 261 batting average, 7 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Not appeared as a pinch hitter this year. First one's inside. So Beckham, Eaton, and Garcia, barring another pitch hit. Two-0. There's a strike.
It's a nice spot, behind the count 2-0. Went with a fastball, but hit the perfect area. You're going to have a patient hitter who needs to get on base, taking that first strike.
Chopper to third. John McDonald has it. One down.
John McDonald was busy in game 1 when Joe Smith came in. A couple ground balls. Going to be a double play. Stepped on third through the first for McDonald.
37th career appearance for Joe Smith against the White Sox. Good numbers for him. Facing Adam Eaton, the center fielder. 0 for 3. Ground down, a fly out, and a line out. He's also walked. Chopper over to third. McDonald backs up on it, spins around, fires at first. Got him. What a play by Johnny Mack. 2 down.
Boy, another ground ball to John McDonald with Joe Smith on the hill.
He had 2 in game 1.
Has the backup on this one, especially with Eaton. Turns around to get more on the throw. Perfect throw. Second out.
So 2 outs. Nobody on, and Luis Garcia at the plate. Garcia 1 for 4. Second baseman looks at the strike. Oh, 1. 0-2.
Boy, that was a serious frisbee slider from Joe Smith.
Halos 1 strike away for picking up the doubleheader sweep. Foul tip hung onto by Carter. Light that baby up as the Angels take game 2 by the final of 7-5.
Boy, and Joe Smith, another save number 9, and an efficient save just like in game 1. It's a ground ball accident. John McDonald will be able to hold on and win the game. Cole Calhoun, big game, 2-run home run. Terry Weaver wins his 9th game of the season. Mike Trout doing his usual. Mike Trout, extra base hits, single, team effort, 12 hits, completing a doubleheader sweep, which is a very difficult thing to do. Most doubleheaders, the percentages say a split, yet the Angels win them both and pick up a game and a half on the Oakland A's, who lost 3-0 to Detroit tonight, so down to 3.5 game lead for Oakland over Mike Scioscia's Angels.
Angels for the first time this year, 12 games over 500 now, 47-35, and have evened up their record out on the road. They are now 21-21, taking the first 2 of this 3-game set against the Chicago White Sox. The Angels with a total of 12 hits tonight. Cole Calhoun picking up his 3rd multi-hit game of the road trip tonight. A single.